Hey everyone, welcome to I Can't Wait to Travel, and I am Lisa.
Hey, I'm Anthony.
And we are here to do your 2024 recap. We are going to talk about all the things that we did in regards to the best of the best everything. So if you missed anything in 2024, this is your chance. Take out your pen and write some notes. Question number 1. Where did you have the best food this year and what made it so special?
Well, man, this year was an extravaganza of so many great foods.
Extravaganza,
yes,
okay.
It was an extravaganza. It was like a world tour of foods because we went to Europe, went to multiple places, Europe and Spain, some of the places in the islands, Mexico, etc., etc. But one of the places that I liked the best was this little cozy spot where we actually had breakfast and we had dinner at this location in Barcelona that we found called what?
Colibre Brunch.
What she said.
Yes.
Calibre Brunch.
Okay, so your favorite destination for 2024 for food was in Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah, there was a lot of spaces. There are a lot of places and spaces.
Okay.
Barcelona was one of the top ones for me.
So I am seriously greedy, guys. So I couldn't narrow it down to just one. Of my top 3.
I didn't know I could pick one or 2 or 3.
Calibre Brunch is best, definitely on my list. I had a great time. We had, just an incredible brunch. We had the paella. If you're in Barcelona, you have to go there. Everything was amazing. Surprisingly, number 2, finest cuts on the Celebrity Ascent ship.
I was thinking that. I overate.
Is incredible. You do have to pay for it because it's a specialty restaurant.
Worth it.
But it's worth every penny. So if you are going on Celebrity Ascent, make sure you splurge for that. I actually had another favorite, and it was Paco Moralgo. We sat at the window and just had all these different tapas.
Oh, yes.
And I loved how different it was. It just was just a unique experience. So it sounds like Europe gets the win for best food choices for 2024.
For the win.
Yes.
I didn't know you were picking Spain as well, just like me. We didn't even talk about this.
I guess we have similar taste buds.
And we're both greedy.
Which destination took you by surprise and exceeded your expectations this year?
Well, there was quite a lot of places I really enjoyed. When we went on our Celebrity Ascent cruise to Europe, that was a number of places we went to there were exciting. But the place I would have to choose that took me by surprise, believe it or not, was Tucson, Arizona at Miraval Resorts.
Who picked that trip for you?
You did.
Oh yeah. See, I picked that for your birthday. So off the beaten path.
Was literally off the beaten path. Like
You
the
would
desert.
never pick a Tucson, Arizona vacation.
That's true. Yeah, Tucson was amazing, specifically Miraval Resorts, which is an all-inclusive resort. It's a wellness resort. The food there was absolutely amazing. It was very health conscious as well too. They didn't want you to use your cell phones there while you're there in public areas, so making you really enjoy the moment. But then even the ability where I got to conquer some of my fears, going this little obstacle thing where you climb up to the top 30 feet high in the air, walk across a log, turn around, walk across back again, and then slowly been let down. That was an amazing vacation. What about you?
The destination that took me by surprise and exceeded my expectations, I think you're going to be surprised by my answer, was actually Toronto.
Toronto for the win.
And the reason why is because, for those of you who don't know, Anthony's from Toronto.
Hey.
So the first time I went to Toronto, I did not like it at all.
Yeah, she
I
didn't
got
like it.
sick. I couldn't walk for a few days. I got bit. Medically, I wasn't doing well. I was emotional. I was crying.
Yeah.
It was just a disaster. But it really took me by surprise because it's really about how you plan the trip. And we stayed in the financial district. The food was
restaurants were
great. The hotel was amazing.
Yeah.
And we just connected with so many beautiful family members.
Yes.
And it was just a feel-good time. So surprisingly, I'm picking
Feel
Toronto for the best the
Yeah.
best vacation this year.
Yeah, Toronto was good. That's true. My hometown.
Your hometown.
Yeah. Drake, what up? Holla at your boy.
It is. What was the most surprising part about traveling with the group this year?
We went on the trip to Europe with the group of folks. What I was really happy about or surprised about is about how many people really stepped out of their comfort zone. They felt that going on this trip across the pond to Europe was just, it was a thing that they had never thought about doing, but the trip that we put together was something that they wanted to be able to do. A lot of folks wanted to go to Europe. They wanted to go to Italy, Spain, etc. And I was just so pleasantly surprised to just see how happy everybody was. Obviously, you want people to be happy, but they were just so excited, and it really opened up their horizon about just traveling and seeing the world. And I wish there was an ability for us to have like kids be able to travel and see the world at a young age as well too, because it really opens up their perspective and their horizon. That hey, in the U.S. or the county or this place that you live in, the world's much bigger than that. So I just really was that was the most surprising part of traveling with the group this year.
For me, it's actually the same thing over and over. I get so surprised. We have our meet and greet on the first night, and then I'm surprised like how quickly the bonds and connections happen.
Yeah.
Like we just played an icebreaker for a half an hour, had dinner, and now you guys are friends for life.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. So I just always get surprised by that, and I love that part of it. And I just can't wait for that to continue to grow, for people to come back and be like, hey friend, we're on trip number 2,
buddy.
3, 10, 20, you know? So as you can tell, I just love what we do. The next question is, what was your favorite city in Europe in 2024?
Oh shucks. Well, you know what? We saw a lot of great cities in Europe in 2024. But if I have to select one, it's actually going to be Barcelona, folks.
Hands down. Hands down.
Right back at Barcelona. I've been telling everybody, man, Barcelona was amazing. I remember a friend of mine at work said, you know what, Barcelona is like this, it's similar to Miami, but it's a different vibe. It's just
electric.
It's electric.
Boogie,
You
woogie,
feel
woogie.
it. You just feel the vibe.
You can feel
and it's
it.
true.
It's electric.
Is this the song you did in the karaoke?
No, it's
Oh.
not.
Anyways, like I was saying, that Barcelona was just my favorite city. Off the time when we go to different cities, different countries, different places, like, man, could you see yourself living here? Yes. We walked around everywhere. People were just vibing, young people, older people, people walking, and people were fit. People were on the beach playing volleyball. I mean, it was just so vibrant. And even one of the waiters there said to us, don't you feel like there's a vibe there? You feel it in the atmosphere. It's electrifying.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
So that's the place. Was my favorite city, hands down. I can't wait to go back, and also I want to try some other cities in Spain as well too. How about you?
I agree. Barcelona was my favorite city of 2024. Everything you said and then more, then some. The sun shines brighter in Barcelona. The wind blows cooler. The food is fresher. It was. I honestly believe that I could sell my house right now and move to Barcelona.
Wowzers.
I loved it there, and it helps that we speak enough Spanish to get around.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien.
Well, it helps that I speak enough Spanish to get around for the both of us.
Baño,
So
por favor.
I would definitely. It's an easy choice.
¿Cómo
Barcelona.
te llamas? Me llamo Antonio. That's right.
What was the most unique experience you had on the celebrity cruise?
Well, on this celebrity cruise, I mean, the whole experience was just quite fascinating, to be honest with you. However, if we have to boil it down, I would say the most unique situation was actually two places. If I could go for two, it was Palma de Mallorca, which was an amazing experience. Never actually been there before until we went on this cruise. To be able to go on the wine tour, seeing these little chateaus or villas, if you will, touring the property, some place that I actually wouldn't mind going back to, actually for a little vacation when you want to go throughout Spain. But the place that I would say that was very unique was seeing Pisa and seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That was nice.
Actually walking through those gates and like, oh my gosh, we are literally looking at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the pictures don't do it any justice.
Yeah,
and just the whole landscape there, this big giant church that was right next to it, learning about the history, that was very unique. It was amazing. How about you?
Surprisingly, this is very odd again, my best experience on the cruise was
When you got
karaoke.
Wow.
Like, it was amazing to see all the cities and the ports, but doing karaoke was a huge fear of mine. Like, you guys, I come on here on social media and I smile and I talk and I laugh with you, but getting up and singing is frightening. Absolutely frightening. So not only did I get up and sing, but I got up and butchered it. I mean, it was bad. The words weren't even coming up on the screen. So I give all respect to people who do karaoke, like
Respect.
on every single vacation. But that was the most, just because I feel like I had the courage to conquer something. Did you accomplish any personal or professional goals during your travels this year?
I would say being more in the moment than I have in previous years or previous trips, meaning not looking at my phone for work on a consistent basis, leaving the phone in the room, enjoying the moment, taking it all in. Versus in the past, I'm like, oh, gotta look at my phone, I gotta look at this email, I gotta look at this and that, look at this or that. Now, I still did that a little bit, just not as much. So was that an accomplishment? Why, yes, it was.
I think so.
Why, yes. You know what? A wise man named Denzel Washington, who just got baptized, by the way, he said in a movie, progress, not perfection. Okay? Progress, not perfection. It's the word for you for today, within this hour. Okay? What about you?
So for personal goals, I always have a goal to spend more time with family. So it meant so much that we did the Toronto, Canada trip, where we got to spend so much time with Anthony's family. And then on the Europe trip, my brother came.
That was amazing.
And my brother and we haven't always been so close, just due to distance and life
Brother and me.
and family, just being so far away. So to spend a trip with my brother in Europe was incredible. I just wish that my mother and father could have been there to be a part of that, or even my other brother. So just, travel with your family. It just creates memories that you'll have forever. It's better than any tangible gift.
Yeah.
And professional goals that we met this year was just continuing to take these groups all across the world. We had our group trip in Europe and Mexico. We have some amazing group trips planned for you for 2025. So just continue traveling, guys. We had the amazing pleasure of hosting a trip with Lateris R. Whitfield, which is a relationship podcast expert and has one of the most renowned podcasts in the U.S. And we went to UNICO for the Clarity Retreat. And our question is, tell us about your most memorable experience at the ICWTT Clarity Day Retreat.
Well, many amazing experiences and memorable experiences, I would say, when we were there. One of the most memorable was actually when we went on the Zelha excursion, which is this massive park. It feels like it might be over 100 acres. But they have a river that goes throughout the park. There's about a group of 6 or 7 of us, and we were able to go float in the river, go around here and there. They have an area where we were able to jump off a cliff into the water. We were able to swim with stingrays as well too. I didn't go in there.
Yeah.
I just watched from the ledge. But it was like really exciting, and what was really memorable about it was that it felt like we were kind of it was like a team building exercise, because some folks are afraid of swimming. Even though we had on life jackets, we would help each other, pull each other. Hey, come on, you could do it. This, and that. So that was amazing. And one of the most memorable that stood out with the Clarity Retreat was something that David Burris said, and he mentioned that when you try to navigate. And David Burvis was the therapist that was there at the Clarity Retreat. And he said, when you try to navigate life in darkness, we hurt ourselves. Don't navigate life without God. And I think that's very true. And he brought up an example in the middle of the night when he was walking to go to the bathroom. There's these poles at the end of the bed. And I know I ran into one of them in the middle of the night because it was pitch dark in there. And he mentioned like God is the light in the world. So when we're navigating life where it's full of darkness, when we have God, we're able to use him as the light and be the light of the world and just navigate through various circumstances. But that's what I felt was like one of the most memorable experiences as a part of that.
That's incredible. And when your group came back, you could tell that you guys came back as a family. Like you all just were so much closer. You really worked together to build that bond. That was beautiful. For me, these retreats that we do, as much as I love the sunshine and the beach and the hotel, we've typically been to these locations several times and we've vetted them for our clients. So I'm no longer looking at all of that when we're doing these group trips. My focus is on the guests. So my most memorable experience would probably be when we had a lady that was in the audience, and she has been suffering with Parkinson's disease for years and years, decades and decades of her life. And her question was, how do I find the right spouse, right significant other to love me with everything I bring? And David Burris and Lateris talked about that, we all bring baggage, we all bring something to the relationship. And some of it may be physical, mental, trauma. We all have something. And just to see that we were able to pray over her and everyone was able to wrap their arms around her and just give her the love and support that we've all been there in some capacity, just meant so much. And I feel like that was a really great moment for her and for the group as a whole. So that really touched me. What was the funniest or most unexpected thing that happened on one of our trips?
There's a lot of funny times, because we have fun times all the time when we go on these trips. A lot of unexpected things happen. But the most unexpected was with myself.
What?
Yes, with myself at my nephew's wedding.
Ah!
I'm not a dancer, folks. I don't dance.
We have to
post
show the
on
video
wall.
while we're playing this.
I just laugh, videotape everybody else. But something came onto me where I just, like
Was
that
it a
song
little bit of
said,
the...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just like the music somehow made me lose control.
Music make me lose control.
I think that's how I was dancing too.
I know you were.
And I was just, that was the most I've danced, the most I jumped up and down. Yeah.
I haven't seen
Ever.
him dance like that since our wedding day when you drank like 3 glasses of
I
champagne.
didn't, it was not 3. It
How
was
many?
literally like half a glass.
What?
It was like one, literally. I didn't even have multiple.
And you acted that way after half a
Because
glass of champagne?
will go to your head. I was like, oh, this little champagne. I was like, and then before I knew it, I was like, ah.
You came out onto the dance floor like,
Like, what's wrong with me? What's happening?
So when you started dancing like crazy at your nephew's wedding this year, that was unexpected. When we were in the Dominican Republic.
It was unexpected for me too. When we went back to the room to go grab something, I even did a little bit of the usher dance from that he's doing at his residence.
Are you having a seizure?
A seizure? That was the usher dance.
Oh, okay. I thought you were having a seizure.
What about you?
You know what? I honestly can't even pinpoint one funny moment. I can honestly say
There's no funny moments?
that no, there's just so many.
Oh.
I can honestly say that I am laughing on every single trip. So I thank you for being the best travel partner ever. I thank you, clients, for making these travel experiences not only fun for you but for me. And we love you.
We love you. We do it for you. We have fun for you. We laugh for you and for us.